What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to try to get this fixed. Get this vise welded back together. Somebody tried to weld it before. The only catch is I'm going to try to use a flux core welder. We're going to see how this works. So I've taken the time to bevel this out with my grinder. Only place I ain't beveled out is that. I'm using it for a reference. That way I can kind of get everything back to where it needs to be. Leaving that for a reference. But everything else is grounded just about out. Beveled. See if we can't get a tack and see how far we can get. Now that I got it tack welded, we'll see if I can't heat it up. Give it a little bit of preheat and then I'm going to weld it up and see how it does. So I got her welded and I preheated it. Ain't the prettiest weld, by no means. This stuff makes, whoops, we might help you actually see what I was doing. This stuff makes a terrible looking slag coming off of it. I guess that's partial to the flux core, but that's also seems to be some of the nasty stuff that's coming out of the cast as well. Might do a lot of grinding on this. Hopefully I made enough penetration to hold it, and hopefully it's compatible doing it. I know you can use a 70-18 rod. It ain't easy to do with a 70-18 rod as far as stick welding or arc welding, whichever one you'll call it. So I don't know if this would be the right metal compound wire filler. But believe it or not, that little Harbor Freight titanium 125, that thing is nice as far as welding. Because all I really run around here is 110. It's hard to run 220 out of the big building I got back here. It's easier just for me to hook up a drop cord to the house. So we'll see if it holds. I'm gonna grind her out, put her back to use. If she doesn't hold, I'll let you know. Whew, that's hot. That's really hot. Come up here. Well, would you looky there? She's coming back together. That's what it ought to do. Believe it or not, it's pretty well square too. Not too bad off square. That side just touches just slightly before the other side does, but you're working on a piece of steel, you'll never notice that. Now she can go down the road. My buddy will have his vise back again. Hopefully it works for him. Yeah, guys, I just got back from church, went out to eat. Lord, it took forever at Bob Evans. Oh, Lord, I'm so full I can't hardly stand it. I done that welding video on the vise, and it held up, actually. I have some more content coming out here later. I got a trailer I got to do some welding on, and we'll replace the boards in it, so that'll be interesting coming up. Let me see what else. Tomorrow, I got to put up a duck fence. I got to move a sow tomorrow. And what else? Something else. Oh, I got to cut some firewood. Yeah, and I'm going to give y'all a few clips of that, using the splitter and everything. But yeah, my back's been bugging me here lately, and I finally started taking some medicine that's helping. Makes me sleep forever, but it's making my back feel a little better, so I'm doing the best I can. I'm starting to feel a little better. So, if y'all have any requests as far as if y'all want to see me build more things, because I work around here all the time. I work on small engines and stuff like that. If y'all have any interest in seeing me work on small engines or walking through rebuilding the engine, I got a 302 I'm looking at getting right now. It's been laying out in the weeds for God knows how long. Yeah, so I'm going to end up tearing it down, and I got an intake for it, 4-barrel. I'm going to see, it's an old EFI motor. So I'm going to see if I actually can get a points distributor and put in it, and show you some tricks with distributors to get them, you know. Well, actually, you know, curving distributors is what they used to call it, but nobody hardly does that anymore. Nobody does that anymore. But I'm going to show a few tricks of that if I can get over a distributor. And when I do my junkyard digs, you know, junkyard digs. When I dig around the junkyard getting parts and stuff, you know, if y'all would like more content with that, get in the comments and let me know, guys. Me and brother are going to do more videos together, but right now he's focused on other things, and same with me. So you may be seeing content from each of us on the same video. I think the next thing me and him's got planned is we're going to start working on that septic tank. We got to get that done. We got to get his water situation figured out for the camper. I still think we need to block it up a little better under the axles and the frame, get it level. You know, just in case if you really don't want nothing to break and it to tip over. We got to get his electric figured out, because it's got a 220 plug in it, and one side of it, it's weird because it runs 110, but it's got a 220 plug. And from what me and him's looked into, that one side of the 110 runs so many things like this, and the other side of the 110 runs so many other things on this side. And we don't have the ability to get the 110 out here. So what we're looking at doing is either hooking the 110 up directly to the other side, because, you know, only difference between 110 and 220, and you can actually run a 110 leg off 220, because you got, in 110 you got neutral, you got your hot, and you got your ground. Well, in a 220, you've got one neutral, one ground, and two hots. So if you actually go to mess with, and I wouldn't say mess with it if you don't know what you're doing. If you're not sure of what you're doing, you ain't researched enough, just get an electrician to do it. You can actually take a 220 and step it down. But what we're going to try to do is take the 110 and put it in there and find out which side is, you know, let me say the best way to phrase this. They share a common ground and a common neutral. So we're trying to figure out what on that other hot side, what's it running, you know. So basically all it is like two 110 sources from a 220 running to each side of it. But yeah, we're going to get that figured out. I know I got to put a battery back in it because it has 12 volts also in it. And I don't know why, but somebody that had it before, I don't know if something burned out or not, but it seems like they did some wiring that was like, eh. So we're going to go under there and check everything. Then after the water, septic, what else? Oh, I got to dig a drying field for the septic. And what else? I'm blocking it up. And I think that'll be about it. But if you have any video ideas or suggestions, feel free to let us know. Hey, we're open to any suggestions, you know, and whatever y'all would like to see, just comment down below. All right, thank y'all guys. Love you. Like, subscribe.